Blue.
Yes, I.
Blue.
Bro.
Blue Beatz.
What's up?
Charlie, it's not easy to get in touch
Yes,
with you.
Today I did.
Yeah.
I actually didn't see your message earlier. You know, after the December time, then we make one.
Yeah.
December time, traveling day inside.
Yeah.
So I think I saw your message around January and then. So
yeah.
sorry I could not reply. Say.
Of
and
course.
TikTok, I'm not too active there on TikTok.
I understand. You are a busy guy,
yes,
so
sir.
definitely. Right. So Blue.
Yeah.
How will you describe your sound engineering journey from day one to where you are today?
Passion and dedication. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But growing up, who or do you have any sound engineers or producers who influence you?
Beatz.
Okay. All the way from
Accra, yeah.
Okay. They inspired you.
Yeah, he inspired me.
Okay.
But along the line, I also tap some inspiration from OCG on some aspect of my career.
You do sound engineering, production, production, mixing, and then also mastering.
Yeah.
How do you
and now I do teaching too. I teach sound.
You have a class.
Yeah, I have a class. The other studio I entered is my classroom studio. Yeah.
Okay.
I teach sound production and some basic music knowledge. Yeah.
Between the three, which one do you prefer? Which one do you love doing the most?
Oh, I love to do all. I love to do all. I love to do anything music. So when it's music, it's the passion drives me. So there's nothing like I don't like. I like to do it. Yeah.
But the reason why I'm asking you, they are for Posigi like this. You said Posigi inspired you. A later part.
Oh, you mean which of the categories?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it doesn't take much time for me to produce music. For me, when I'm producing music, I think usually I start with getting a basic rhythm.
Okay.
So after I get the basic rhythm, the artist goes home, then leaves me alone. Then I further better the production, the basic production I did.
Take us through the creative process.
Okay, so an artist step inside the studio. He has a song. If he has a song written down already, I listen to him. Then I create a sound that is supposed to match that particular rhythm he's singing or that particular song he's having. Literally, I don't try to produce any song. My aim to produce a song is always to make a hit. So if I listen to it, I can have so many ideas on how to produce a song. For instance, I can listen to a song and that song I can make a reggae song out of it. I can make a high life song. I can make a dancehall song. So I'll just watch to see which one is more commercial that will be most appealing to the consumers out there. Now I'll watch and I play for you.
What was your first breakthrough project?
As in my career?
Yes, as in your career, Blue Beatz. What was your first breakthrough project? A project you feel like this is big, this is what?
Sofadema.
Okay.
Yeah, I did Sofadema for Soribia in Boga. That was my first beat I made.
Okay.
My first beat, yeah. My first beat was my first breakthrough.
But the one that introduced you into the limelight.
Tamale Market.
Okay.
You mean the Tamale Market?
Yes.
Or you
Blue Beatz, as in Blue Beatz. This is the project that
the Blue Beatz brand.
Yes.
But not my career as a producer. So the Blue Beatz brand, I started it in Tamale.
Okay.
I came to Tamale around 15th September.
Okay.
As at 15th September, in 2 weeks' time, I started recording Don Segle.
Okay.
So after like 2 or 3 weeks' time, I started recording Don Segle. I had Wumpini.
You produced Wumpini?
Yeah, I had Wumpini. I had like...
That was a mega hit.
Yeah, big song. I had Wumpini. I had... I was working with Destro.
Okay. Yeah.
Don Segle. Yeah, Don Segle. But I was working with Destro. I was working with Don Segle. I was working with this musician called Koda.
Okay.
And I was working with Atanta One.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so my first project that came out with Atanta One. There was this song that I did called Dabi Dabi. But that was not a mega hit, but the industry had heard of my production.
Okay.
So that song introduced me to literally the industry. So after that, the next big project that was out was still Atanta One. In this time, there was some beef between Atanta One and some other musician called Lamale.
Okay.
At that time. Yeah. So there were some back and forth these songs like that. So I also capitalized on that beef song to come out.
Yeah.
But all that didn't really make people say, yeah, this guy is this guy. But they heard of some talented producer who have just come into the scene. So after that, the next project that I released was Macasio Sister 9 fans.
Okay.
Yeah, so I released Macasio.
Produced that song too.
Yes, produced Macasio Sister 9 fans. And that time the rivalry between Macasio and Fancy Ghana was still coming up.
Yeah.
That was when it started, so it was beginning to be very tough. So we produced Sister 9 fans, which I think was a diss song to Fancy Ghana. So because of the controversial nature of it, it became very big.
Yeah.
So that song became big, went to Boga. It was a big that it was big that it blew to Boga Tanga.
Cross borders.
It cross borders. You know, those days in Tamale music, I was in Boga, but I could not hear music from Tamale. I could hear some musicians like the late Mama Rams.
Yeah.
I heard of Abu Sadiq. I heard of George Cliff. I had seen Don Segle.
Yeah.
Don Segle came to Boga to promote the future between him and R2B. He has a song with R2B. Yeah. So that time I connected with Don Segle too. Yeah, and then I think I've heard of this. These were the people I've heard of, but the other Fancy Gadam, I didn't hear of them until I came in here. So I came in here, then I produced their songs, and there's some people from Boga could also hear of them. Somebody from Wa could also hear of. I've worked in Wa and in Boga too. So my fame, my production credit were with these two videos. But Tamale really didn't have a feel of me until I started releasing those projects.
Okay.
Yeah. So literally, I think the one that blew me, the topmost one that
kept you there,
I would say would be the 69 fan song.
Okay.
But within those times, no, the after the 69 fan, I think within 2 weeks or 3 weeks time, I released One Penny.
Okay.
Like
that cemented everything.
Exactly. So you see the songs were just shooting me up.
Yeah, I see that. So you came out with a song that was doing well. Then One Penny also came.
Yes.
Then
so it's been like that. Yeah. So for me, I always felt that the Dabi song was the very cemented. But to have to like the first musician I think that saw what I have in me and then helped me for us to work was Don Thriller at the time. And then the Hyperlink signed artist there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So how would you describe your production style?
I'm a commercial producer.
Okay.
I produce every kind of music.
Okay.
Whatever I hear, I produce. I hear the song, as I said, I decide if it's a reggae song, I play reggae. If it's a gospel song, I play gospel song. If it is a hip life song, I play hip life song.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned 69 fans and then One Penny by Don Segle. I said 2 songs that really brought you out like that.
Yeah.
But, is it the case that you produced the beat before giving it to the artist, or they came? What was the production like? Let's take 69 for instance. The 69 fans.
Okay, so when I had come, as I said, I was working with Don Segle. Okay. Don Segle, I met Don Segle in Don Segle's my senior in the university. Okay. So we met in the university.
Oh, okay.
So I told him that I'm a new producer in town. I want us to work. So he said if I'm ready, if I set up, I should let him know. Okay. So I think within that week, Hyperlink Studios got in touch with me. Okay. So I hit him back to tell him that I've had a studio in Hyperlink. Okay. By then, Atantawan had sent me to Hyperlink to go and work for him. Okay. You see, when I came to Tamale, some musicians came from Wale Wale. Okay. They moved from Wale Wale to Boga to get their song produced for me. But when they got to the studio I was working, they told them I was not there.
Oh, you left?
Yeah, so they said, no, I need to be the one that will produce the song. So they called me and I said, I'm in Tamale. So they said, oh, they have a friend in Tamale who can get me a studio to work for them. So they came to Tamale and took me to a studio, White Money Studio. Okay, yeah. So they took me to White Money Studio and then I produced their song. Fortunately, that song was supposed to be featured at Antawan. So at Antawan, upon seeing that beat I made for them, took me to Hyperlink to book. White Money Studio is not that top studio at the time, so he took me to a more standard studio to work for him, which was Hyperlink. Okay. Yeah, so when we went to Hyperlink, the managers also see I was producing, they were interested. So they told me that they want me to work for their studio. Okay. So I think when they told me that, I said, okay, cool. So I told Don Segle about that studio. Then he told me that, oh, that's the brother's studio. Okay. So it's a damn deal. Yeah. So from there, I think the next 1 week or something, we recorded One Penny. Okay. So he sang. One Penny was already a written song that was waiting to be recorded. Okay. So he sang for me. We started the production. And we did some other songs like Perfect. A lot of for Don't Say that I'm a personal producer to Don't Say, so since that time. So we had recorded like almost like 10 songs that were not out. We recorded like 10 songs with Don't Say that was not out. I was working with Don't Say more. The other musicians that were coming were just like commercial artists who were stepping.
But Silly was your guy, he was my personal producer
in my studio. So we had like 10 songs before we released Wumpini and stuff.
When you were producing Wumpini, like, did you have any idea that it will be a mega hit? Like,
yes, it was a high life song.
Okay.
At the time I had produced Wumpini, if you listen to the Wumpini song, it's a high life song. But I didn't, you see, the high life, we have it in different form. We have the traditional high life and then this urban modern high life too. So Wumpini, I didn't want to just play that traditional high life. You know, and then aside that, the high life I was hearing within Tamale was different. So at that time too, there was this high life song that was big in Ghana. There was this song called Osei by Willis Beat. There was this song, it was played in some, it was a high life, but there was some new groove that was introduced into. So I decided to play my Wumpini on that level. Yeah.
It came out big.
Yeah.
Were you surprised?
Oh, I was not surprised. I said my first ever beat I produced was a hit. My first ever beat, I just sit on my computer and I want to play a beat. When I produced it was a hit in Baka. Yeah, so I was not surprised.
How would you describe the current northern music industry? Currently, what's happening around everything? How would you describe it?
I don't know how to describe this music industry. An industry full of talent, but it's stagnant.
You heard him. An industry full of talents, but stagnant. Why do you say that?
You see, the industry right now, I have been one of the contributing factors. As I said, like I produced System 95, it was a diss song to Fancy Gadam. I produced the same reply of Fancy Gadam, which was a champion.
Some of these songs, when they are recording it, you as the producer, this is a diss song, right?
Oh yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know if it's a diss song, I know. But some musicians are very smart.
Okay.
Some of them are very, very, very smart. They can play it. They can diss. It can be a diss song, and I might not know.
Okay.
Sister Alpha, it was when it was out that I later knew that it was a diss song to some particular camp. You get me? And then when the camp also reached out to me to produce the reply, then I knew that it was really a diss song. Yeah.
So you were talking about why the northern music industry is full of talent.
Yes, it's not
stagnant.
It's because of the political nature of it right now. Because right now it's very difficult to come up as an
underground
as an artist. You know, it's very, 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 very difficult because the attention of the fans seems to be on either A or B. So you need to put in a lot of effort to come out. So even at the time, it was not easy for us to just make hits, but because we had unique sound and the right bullets to shoot, we were able to penetrate.
Were you at the stadium last Saturday for Wischild's show?
I was not able to.
Okay, but you saw what happened.
I saw what happened.
Low tenor. Were you surprised?
I was not really too surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the feeling that it was not gonna be that successful, but I didn't expect it to be that very low, very poor. Yeah.
Why do you say that? But Wischald is also there. It's one of the top guys.
You see the industry. For me, I personally felt that the right songs were not released. Okay. You get me? The right songs were not released
prior to the
concerts. Yeah, because before you release a concert before you host a concert as an artist, you need to have a top mega hits. Top mega hits. I think it was like previous years, like when Mr. has released songs like the Gadapsi and stuff, you know, and that. But this time, I didn't really see that mega hit, so I was wondering what would push the people out of their homes to come to support.
But even before Saturday's show, a lot of people said it's not just about Wischald.
Yeah.
Fadlan had his own.
Yes.
Rich Kid also had his own. Yeah. People complain about the
decline of
so
it.
It's not really Wischald. What's really the problem?
For the decline, of late I've not really been in the stadium for concerts, but I've actually heard about this decline. I think that
what needs to be done?
need to be done. What need to be done? It's all of this. I still want to feel people are maybe fed up of the political nature of the music industry. For what needs to be done, I think we as creatives or musicians need to work super hard to give the fans the right songs that will convince them to step out. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Okay.
Because of late, you can see as of last year, we did not really come out with hits like it was previously. You know, there need to be hits. The hits are the only thing that will bring the people out. That's one of the things I stand on.
One of the major problems we are facing in this part of the country has to do with our songs crossing borders, going national. Usually, people tend to blame the artists. There are a category of people who also think that the producers, I mean, you guys work hand in hand. That for a musician to come out with a great hit, I mean, the producer too will have some credit or something to play.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the artists or the producers or is general our entertainment industry? What needs to be done? We don't have our songs out there like the way their songs are crossing borders, coming here. You see people jamming to King Paluta, King Promise, and if you go there, it's not like that.
For me, I think the reason why our songs are not pushing out there is because we are not really getting the support that we expect. Because trust me, I believe that there are some musicians, if we get the right budget, for instance, if you give me like just a 200,000 Ghana cedi, just 200,000 Ghana cedi, I can't myself and don't really can be out there. Just 200,000 Ghana cedis.
That's 2 billion old Ghana.
Just 2 billion old Ghana cedis.
You have songs banging
nationally. Yeah. So I think for me, it's just the support, the financial support of it, and the too much politicization of. For me, I guess there are boys who listen to them right now. The sound is not Tamale sound. The music is not Tamale music. There are a lot of talents that, if they get the right support, you get them nationally. Okay. Although Fancy Garam have been able to put us there, even with Fancy Garam, still has to be with financial support. That came from Sultan.
Yeah.
So
that level.
So literally, so with that financial support, I think we can make it nationally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's come back to you. Let me ask you this: do you enjoy working with the already established artists or the emerging ones? Which one do you enjoy? Which one excites you more? Working with the already established artists or the emerging ones?
Oh, there are some musicians that I work with that the work is very easy. Like,
who makes your work very easy?
Doesn't it?
You don't have to do any corrections and stuff like that.
There would be corrections, but you know, when the artist himself also have some basic music background, okay, it makes the directions very easy. I find it easy working with some artists, but they're very simple. It's not simple.
You guys connect naturally.
You know, as I said, Don Signal is like my artist. Like you get me, like. From the onset, I told you that we had like 10 songs with One Penny. All these other artists were releasing their projects before we came out with that song. So I connect with him musically properly than any other artist.
Do you prefer a big budget project or working with a raw talented underground? Which one excites you? A big budget project or seeing a raw talent, an underground raw talent?
The most important thing for me is the talent. I am pushed by the talent. I'm very passionate about producing music.
Okay.
So once I hear a talent, it doesn't. It's these days that my mind changed because some musicians show me mafia. So these days, before the talent really know they seduce me like that. So if I hear the talent, still I want to make sure that I get something on my hand before I can do something. So these days, your budget and your talent is what will push me.
When you say mafia, what do you mean? I mean,
this industry is mafia.
You produce some artists when they hit them.
The industry is mafia. The industry is mafia. I think I feel that we producers are not given the necessary credit and are not shown the love. You understand? Because musicians are in such a way that when the person is still an upcoming or the person still need to be out there, the person show you the biggest love, gratitude, and everything. But once you blow the person, it's a different story, bro.
Do you have any artists you've helped? Like
A lot of musicians, a lot of.
Can you mention their name?
No, not like to mention their name, but it's part of the industry. Like, it's like a community. So we are living in a community with this. So we know it and we know how to manage it to achieve success in it. Yeah.
So now if you are coming on board, the money part.
Oh yeah, this time if you come to my studio, yeah, let's say have money.
Hip hop or Afrobeat?
Afrobeat.
You enjoy working on?
Not even Afrobeat. I think the question could have been hip hop or high life.
Okay.
you get me?
Okay.
Because high life, Afrobeat is
everything
is a tap to
yeah,
from high life. So for me, literally high life. Yeah. I'm a Ghanaian, you know, and that's our roots rhythm. So high life for me anytime, any day.
Okay. Yeah. What's your relationship with other producers in town? I mean, like Fiza, Oja. Like, what's your relationship with them?
We are not really friends, but there's that respect between us as producers because you know we are the same family, you know. So there's that respect of we respect each other as producers, but we are not really friends. When we meet, it's a vibe, industry people. But we are not that friends. Actually, let's go here. Let's
not people like you get out, you talk regular.
Absolutely, we talk when it's necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you worked on a project with one of them before? Like maybe you produce a beat, then he will do the mastering or mixing or something?
Not really, but what I know is that some projects with Dr. Fiza.
Okay.
I used to have musicians who produce a song with Dr. Fiza and come bring it for me for a betterment. Okay. But of late, I hardly get that. But I used to. That was what I used to get sometimes. Yeah.
Well, recently I see on social media you guys going at each other and stuff like that.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah, I saw your post and I saw Dr. Fiza and also Oja also like just on social media.
What did you say
about who is the biggest producer around here, who produces the hits and all that?
Who produces the hits?
Well,
in your opinion?
No, I don't know. I'm just a music lover. I just love music. So
okay. So the music you love, so it means you listen to.
No, I'm doing the questioning.
I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
So why do you think you are you produces the hits? You are the most wanted and all that. You are the most popular.
I'm the most popular producer.
Why do you think you are the most popular?
As I told you, I'm the most popular producer because I am the only producer who who make hits with every musician I work with. Every musician I work with. If you are a musician right now and I work with you, I'll make a hit with you. Every musician I work with. So the other producers, if you check, for instance, Oja has worked with Don Sigley before. Okay. I have worked with Don Sigley before. So now check the productions. Which one is bigger than the other? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So I've produced Go for Don Sigley. I've produced One Penny for Don Sigley. Oja has produced other songs for Don Sigley, which I don't think you know. Do you know them? You don't know them. You get me? So for another example is I've produced Pam for Abu Sadiq. I've produced Dabala for Abu Sadiq. Dr. Fiza has produced Abu Sadiq. Have you heard that song before? Are you aware?
No, I don't know.
But you are a music listener. But did you hear Pam? Did you hear Pam from Abu Sadiq? You heard Dabala from Abu Sadiq? You heard the other songs from Don Sigley. So I produced Macasio 69 fans. 80% of Macasio's hits is produced by me.
What determines a hit song?
Yeah, so a hit song is literally a popular song or the most popular song that is most played on almost every PA system out there. You get me? Like the song with the highest audience are played out there, literally. So that was determine a hit song, and there's no producer who has that yet. You see, there's different from when you are producing a hit for a single artist than a producer who's producing. You are producing a hit for a single artist. Blue Beatz is producing hits for musicians. Okay. So who are definitely is going to have. Don't forget that the influence of the musician to add up to making of the hit song.
Yeah,
for instance, if you produce Don Sigley right now, Don Sigley is a big artist out there. So when he produced Don Sigley,
he already has an established fan base.
He already had an established fan base who are going to listen to the song. So when you're producing, the probability of the song already becoming a hit is like a 40 to 50%.
Yeah.
You get me? So you are now coming as a producer, you are coming to make sure that the song you are putting out there will really catch up the attention, or the people will really love it. Don't forget, you can produce Don Sigley and then the song will not blow. This is because there are no hit characteristics or features. There's nothing to attract the person to really make the hit. You can produce a normal song for Don Sigley. It's not bad. It's not we have a hit song, we have a normal song. You can produce a normal song for him. The fan, because they love him already, they'll listen to it. But when you go the extra mile to do it, a hit song, even his enemies will love the song, not just the already established fan base. Yeah.
So between the three of you think you stand out?
No,
based on the things you've mentioned.
Based on the statistics I've given you check and see. And aside that, these were producers already in Tamale before I came.
Yeah.
You get me? Dr. Fiza was in Tamale already. DJ Oja was in Tamale before I came. If they were naturally hit makers, they should have played hit before. They should produce hit for. They should have been able to turn the Tamale music into northern music, but not me. Have to come in to produce Wumpini, to travel all the way to Upper East.
They equally have other hit tracks they've produced like that has gone.
It's not
beyond the boundaries of the northern region.
Oh, do you think there's a song? That is after the barrier has been broken.
Okay.
You understand?
By Blue Beatz.
Yeah, it break. Now everybody will feel
okay.
And even with the entering, they're rich like that. You understand? For instance, if you say, which Oja song do you think that is big in Upper East? Is big in Upper West? Do you have an idea of that? I can mention so many songs for you that have produced that are big in Upper West, Upper East. So many songs. You get it? I have people who take data for me on that. Because me, when I produce a song, I don't know if you follow on social media, I follow up to make sure the song is hit. Yeah, so I follow up. So when the song doesn't make it, I know that this one they not really enter. Then I come back. I check what went wrong and what didn't go right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dream artist you want to produce for?
My dream artist. My dream artist I want to work with. The question be two. My dream artist I want to work with, and then a producer. If I feel say a producer, this one no Blue Beatz, I will feel retired from production.
No, you are a producer.
Yes.
So definitely, if you are working with an artist, maybe you are producing for the artist. You get it. So any artist you feel like I have to work with this particular artist. That's your dream artist. You feel like you have to work or produce for.
There are many. There are so many musicians I wish to work for. You get me? One of the musicians I wish to work for, which has actually come to pass, and it's still some things are still on the pipeline, is Stonebwoy.
Okay.
Yes, I've recorded, I've produced Stonebwoy. I've worked with Stonebwoy. And one musician I wish.
Beat he has voiced on.
Oh yeah. Oh, is this day? And some
it's
beats
out there.
No, it's not out there.
Okay.
But I've co-worked on a project that has been released.
Okay.
African Party was a production I've co-worked on with street beaters out there.
Okay.
So I think that was my first time working with Stonebwoy. And aside that, we did other couple of songs. Yeah, we did projects. I did Stonebwoy featuring Makasso featuring Stonebwoy was produced by me, and some other unreleased songs of Stonebwoy. But a musician that I wish to work with and feel that I have arrived. And the southern, I have them in two categories. And the southern part is or nationally or worldwide. I would have wished that I've worked with Daddy Lumba.
Okay.
Yeah,
legendary.
If I work with Daddy Lumba, I would wish that I have finally arrived. I'd also wish that, let's say, like for instance, in the north here right now, I'm sitting right now, a person I wish to work with, and then I'll just cement the whole thing. We Chef Gary.
Fortunately, he's out of there.
I go boss up.
I'm not sure.
I go boss up, but we do gospel song.
I'm sure he's related to your man.
Yes, no, he knows me. I used to, the music in Don Sigley is as I said, he's my artist. So I used to be in his house all the time. So I used to see Chef Gary.
We should be wrapping up. I know you are a busy guy.
Absolutely.
If I ask you to choose between listening to music forever or producing, between the two, which one will you pick? One forever, then you quit the other.
Producing.
You stop listening.
Yeah. Once I'm producing, I'm listening.
Okay, that's a smart one.
Yeah, I'll be producing music. Oh, I find I'm very passionate in producing music. So I don't have the studio is always my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, and musicians are literally my friends. So my life is entirely built around music.
Early morning sessions or late night sessions?
Anytime session.
Anytime you are ready to.
Anytime session.
But if I push you to choose between early morning or late night sessions, which one will you?
I never feel late night. Anytime. I'm not Charlie Blue the anytime they work. If I sleep say wake me up, I will come produce. Because the beat making no go take a here 5 minutes, they will finish. 5 minutes, we are done. So that's how it goes.
Have you ever produced a beat and you feel like, okay, this one, let me give it to this particular artist? Then
yes, that's these days. That's what happened. You know, those days, musicians will write songs to the studio. Some musicians will get ideas, then come to the studio to build it. So some will get an idea when they have a piano in the house. They can start striking chords like people are dancing. They can start striking chords in the house. Then they bring it to the studio. But these days, music production has changed. These days, everybody will play beat these days. You understand? So these days, what we do is that once you have relationship with the artist, if you produce a beat and you think this person can sit on the beat properly, that's if only you can identify their sound. You send it to them or you invite them over. Usually, what I do is that I invite the artist over. I don't send it to the artist. And the reason is that sometimes you send a beat to an artist, he won't see it at that moment. He will listen to the beat, but the vibe is not there, or he's in a certain mood that he will listen. He said that's his beat. There are instances where I've sent beats from artists. The artist will listen to the beat. He doesn't like it. The next time he comes to the studio, you play him that same beat. You go like, hey, even this beat you send me, it's because of the mood he was in. So I don't, with that experience, I don't send beats. I just say, but I like a beat for you. Come studio, and the person comes to the studio, then we'll do it. And aside that too, you go first send beat gifts to artists. Carry to another studio, make them go pick the idea because if you like say, oh, blue beat there, the money plenty, so make I go there. 500 side and go for there.
How would you describe working with like the production process? We are just wrapping up the production. Fancy Gadam and Macasio and Johnson, these three. How would you describe working with the production process behind the scenes? Who is more? I know, saying you have a relationship with him. Like he's
I have a relationship with the three of them all.
Okay.
All of them.
So who makes your work easier? I know you chose. So let's leave Segle outside in order for you not to be biased. The two of them, Macasio and Fancy Gadam, the production process. Describe the process for me.
I think for Macasio, I've worked with him I've worked and developed with him to the extent that I know the weaknesses and strength of what he can do and what he cannot do. I know the sound that best fits Macasio and the sound that doesn't fit Macasio. So like the musician can send Macasio a beat and he will show it to me. No, a producer can send Macasio a beat, he will show it to me and say, Charlie, this producer sent me this beat. I will listen to it and say, okay, make a record for Tom. Because I know that he can do better or he cannot do better. So with Macasio, it's always an already made because he's one musician I work with more aside of more. So I know I don't type your beat.
Okay.
If you I can't play a beat for Macasio and listen to it and it's like no, it's not
because you understand him.
Macasio beat is Macasio beat. You understand me? And with Fancy Gadam to working with him is not hard. The only hard time I find is the recording time.
Okay.
Because if you are taking Fancy Gadam's vocals, Fancy Gadam will do melody first, come back. We are doing lyrics. The lyrics will finish, we'll come back again. The words and words not like so with recording Fancy Gadam, there's a little bit of tough time and time that's going to be spent. So with Fancy, it will hurt your head small, but it's worth it. When the
end product. Okay. Let me ask, analog or digital?
In terms of mixing of mastering, analog anytime. Because analog, software, what the analog will do, the software will do. So the sound analog will give you something with the tune with your hand here. Like you get me, analog anytime. Analog sound is very different from digital sound. Yeah.
Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
between working with a legend or breaking a new artist, which one would you prefer?
Working with a legend and breaking a new artist. Breaking a new artist.
Okay.
Breaking a lot of new artists.
Mhm.
As for the legend, he do pass.
Yeah.
A new artist, he's still finding his ways out there to make life better and stuff. You know? So for me, I think breaking a new artist.
Rich Kid or Fadlan?
Rich Kid or Fadlan? Rich Kid or Fadlan? Fadlan Rich.
Well, Charlie, you know, Blue is smart too. Charlie.
Rich.
No, I mean, you have to. This is this segment of the interview. You have to choose one. Like
Fadlan Rich. You know, Rich Kid and Fadlan. This is tough. Like, it's very tough because both of them are doing actually the energy both of them carries. Yeah. So I think Fadlan Rich.
No, I want you to settle on one, like Fadlan or Rich Kid.
Fadlan or Rich Kid. How am I going to choose based on what? Basically, all of them are literally doing the same kind.
So that's why
all of them are on the same force. You get me? There's no instance whereby I feel like, okay, one plays an instrument, the other doesn't play an instrument. I was like, oh, this one is doing this. That, okay. No, but I think they're all doing.
Ahmed Adam or Abu Sadiq?
Ahmed Adam or Abu Sadiq. Musically. Ahmed Adam or Abu Sadiq. I'll go for Abu Sadiq because I work with Abu Sadiq.
Okay. That's great. But you couldn't choose between Fadlan and then.
Yes, because I followed them. I haven't followed Ahmed Adam like that. If you ask me about Ahmed Adam, two songs, I can't tell you. But Abu Sadiq, I have heard and I've worked with him before.
Okay.
So for instance, I know the talent level, you know, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Football or wrestling?
Football.
You enjoy football. What's your favorite team?
Real Madrid.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you La Liga or Premier League. Definitely you go for La Liga because. Okay. Now, finally, what's the biggest challenge of a producer?
Biggest challenge of a producer. The biggest challenge of a producer is when you don't have proper or true background musical understanding. That's going to be your biggest challenge. It used to be one of my biggest challenges at the time I was starting out because you don't really know how you lack understanding to certain sounds and some musical dynamics. So you find challenges in getting the right sound, getting the right song, or producing properly. One of the biggest challenges as a producer. I think knowing musical knowledge as a producer is very important. When you don't have proper musical knowledge, it becomes a very big challenge as a music producer.
Do you have any new projects that excite you?
Yeah, I have a lot of projects that excites me that I know how. In fact, I have a lot of hits. Those are the hits there. It will be here day. Like, you know, the hit songs, it will be here day. We have not yet released some of the projects. I have a session with Abu Sadiq this afternoon. I have a session with Sigli too this afternoon. Like Don Sigli, for instance. We have a lot of songs that are lined down there. I know really see. Yeah. Like your mind, they want to stand for MP. Like the music, you might know but the first house was I have a lot of songs that even Marcus, you have a lot of songs. And everybody has songs with me.
Blue, thank you very much. I nearly forget this one. What's the difference between studio time and paying for a beat?
Okay, so paying for a beat is literally means that you want to buy the beat.
You give it out.
You want to buy the beat. Not you can't buy a beat from any producer. In buying a beat, we have something we call premium pitches, and then there's some other one exclusive pitches. Like when you are buying exclusive means that you are buying every right of the production. Okay. One thing is that when I'm in the studio, you come to pay me money to play you a beat. I'm not paying for the beat. I'm paying for the studio time. That is professional. That's how it's supposed to be. You're paying for the studio time. So if you come for me to produce a beat for you and you take it out, it's not, you didn't buy the beat. If you want to buy the beat again, we have to sit down and we decide whether I'll be selling for you at a premium or I'll be buying it exclusively, whereby you buy every right of the song. Because in music, we have what is made up of music is literally the composition, like the vocal composition, the instrumental composition. So the vocal composition is when the artist writes his song and come. The instrumental composition is when I also sit down to use my mind to create the beat. So I've composed instrumentation, he has composed his melody and words, lyrics. So the melody and lyrics is for him. The instrumentation is for me. So we put it together and we make a song. So the money you pay me is for that time that we are sitting down to make the music. Yeah, you get me? But now to purchase the beat,
that's a different conversation.
So now you are now buying my creative. That's why
your intellectual property.
You are now buying my intellectual property. So it's not up to me to decide what to sell it, whether to sell it for you or not to sell it for you. So even though you sing on my beat, but the beat is not for you. I can take the beat from you anytime, any day.
So what happens? Do you generate some kind of revenue after the song is released by the artist?
Yes. So when you release a song, you are supposed to get, when we record you a song, you are supposed to give you a form. You have a form we call a split sheet. Yeah. So the split sheet comprises of anybody that have contributed in the making of the music. They get certain percentage out of the revenue the song is out there. So for instance, if you are producing a song and your contribution is that just because you say you added you told the artist to add to it, you are supposed to be captured on the split sheet. You are supposed to get something out of just that use, just this one. You are supposed to get a percentage out of the production. So you'll be captured in the split sheet. Yeah, so that's why it works.
That's how it works. That's great. Blue, thank you very much for
that was a nice interview.
I mean,
with you, bro.
it's great.
See, sometimes we need to be checking our DMs. You know, like I really enjoy the conversation with you. And people like you too. I think it's necessary. Any other colleague of mine that is watching, I think we should give chance and opportunity for people like you to get close. So we'll have a conversation. Because you guys are doing really
right.
Really
thank you very much.
One of my best interviews so far.
I'm grateful for
Thank
that.
you.
On behalf of my viewers and all those who are following us, we say a very big thank you to Blue Beatz for making time with us this afternoon, at least to share some insights within the music industry and all that.
If I find some day come interview those.
Sure, definitely we'll work on that. I will capture. Sure, definitely we'll work on that. So you have the final say. He says he's the most wanted and the most popular and the biggest sound engineer or music producer here.
I've convinced you. I've given you statistics. But the statistics, is that it or not?
Okay, let me share with us in the comment section. Yes. I mean, he has given reasons why he's the most popular and the biggest sound engineer.
I said every musician I produce, I make a hit with him. So another producer is making a hit with one artist. I don't make hits with one artist. I make hits with every artist.
Okay.
So now who is the hit maker?
Be the judge. No. Let me know in the comment section. I mean, Fadlan issue. What happened? Some time ago, Fadlan Stonebwoy calls issue.
Yeah. I think it was not really a big issue.
Okay.
I only felt disrespected at some point. You know, Fadlan, I'm the one who brought him, who gave him the breakthrough song. Do you know that?
Which
if
one
I talk, I always on Mangbani.
Well, Mangbani was a big.
No, it wasn't a big hit. It was a breakthrough song.
Yeah.
So if I produce a breakthrough song for you, for instance, I can't call Don Sirley and you see my call and not pick my call.
That one.
Even Stonebwoy, I can't call Stonebwoy and you see my call and not pick. I can't text him and we see and not respond. But I think I called Fadlan and he didn't pick my call. He didn't return my call for 24 hours. You get me?
We felt disrespected by that.
I felt disrespected. You know, and for me, I'm very sensitive to when I call somebody and the person doesn't pick the call. So I called him and he didn't pick. That was how the issue came about. But I didn't really take it that personal. As I told you, the industry comes to some of these things and then we just manage it to move on. Everybody and their character and how you need to find your way to massage it to achieve success at the end of the day. But it wasn't really a big issue. I don't have any problem with him. It's normal. It's not any big thing.
You guys are cool now?
Yes. I think after that thing, I've not had a conversation with him. But I think we are cool when we meet. we'll definitely will go on. Yeah, I don't think it's a big issue at all.
And there's no new project with him after that incident.
No, I don't have any new project with him. But I was on his album.
Okay.
The album he released.
Yeah.
Okay. I was on the album. I did a song for him called Barkisu.
Okay, yeah.
It's on that album.
All right. That's the industry, you know. You can't be without issues. Yala Kabi Yarma, most wanted. So we sign out. Peace.